Yeah, it's been exciting. The guys have come in very fit. We've been together now 10 days, and we did some fitness testing at the start of pre-season, and the guys have performed well on that. And obviously, we've got some newcomers this year, and a lot of returners. The returners know the standards and the environment we want to set, and they've been holding themselves to really high standards. And the newcomers are obviously got that little transition period where they're trying to adapt to things and get used to the culture. But overall, everything's went very well. Yeah, well, this is year 4. Going into year 4 that I've been here, and over the past 3 years we've been kind of harping on very similar things, and finally this group is at the point where they probably don't need to hear it as much, and they're holding themselves to the standards that they want to. They want to work very hard, they're ambitious, they want to prove a point, and yeah, the returners have done a great job so far holding the standards to a great level. And they're really helping the newcomers adjust to life, and the newcomers that have come in are trying to set the bar even higher. So far it's been very good. Yeah, obviously last year we had a good year. We knew that we wanted to compete at the top of the conference, and we wanted to be good, and we went into the start of the season knowing that everyone in the conference wants to be good. It was a little weird that we didn't have any pre-season games, went straight into conference games, and you go into that Brian game at the start of the year, knowing that they finished your year the past season, and that they were very good and took us apart at times the year before. But then when we built some confidence, having beat them in the first game, and went down 2-0 to Point, and were able to come back in that game, and got a man sent off against KCU, and were able to pull out a win in that game. And game by game, we battled all sorts of adversity, and were able to come out the other side of it. So leading into the end of the year, we played some ranked teams as well, and got to test ourselves against the best in the nation, and did pretty well with that. We had a really tough end to the year, playing Reinhardt, Tennessee Wesleyan, teams that are typically at the very top of the conference. Played CIU that are very good, knowing that we had secured a top 4 position, which was our minimum goal. And that we could really push to see if we could get that number 1 seed. So the guys took it game by game and did really well, and then pushing into the tournament, we lost to St Andrews in the regular season and got them back in the tournament, a very good team. And then we just fell short against Reinhardt. And I think each time we had a setback, we learned quite a bit from it. And we went at that national tournament, first tournament in 15 years, knowing that we had a lot to learn, and we started the first half pretty poorly, if I'm being honest. Georgia Gwinnett were all over us. But I think once the guys saw the level and knew that they could compete, that's when they finally started to settle down and play some good stuff. And then obviously we played St Thomas, who finished 7th in the nation. And that's probably the one regret of the year, is we wish we could have that one back again, because we were in a really good spot in that game, and had to learn some tough lessons during it, losing 2-1. So on the whole, last year was great for us. We learned a lot of lessons, and we've got a lot of returners coming back that will have felt those experiences, and we're just looking forward to applying those to this upcoming year and making sure we can push on from it. I think the teams at the top of the conference will come at us. They've been champions for a long, long time for good reason, and I think we're expecting a hard game from the top teams in the conference for sure. And there's a lot of good teams in the conference. Some teams might, I don't think we're going to be sneaking up on anyone this year, so we might have to adapt the way we're playing a little bit to suit different styles, but we'll be ready for it. I think the guys know the benefits of putting in a lot of hard work and being prepared for different types of games, so we'll be ready for the different challenges that come our way, but we're certainly expecting the conference to give us some excellent games. The newcomers have been great. They've trained really well, they've adapted really quickly, they look like they're having fun, they're working really hard. They probably will have to be a little bit patient, with the returners being kind of the nucleus of the success last year. They've done real well, but we are fully anticipating them coming in and doing well when they get their opportunity. So they'll have to be patient, but we have genuine depth all over the field this year. We have serious competition for places, so we're looking to be for those guys to be pretty ambitious, patient at the same time. Development team guys have been doing great. We've got 2 or 3 guys in the first team right now that were on the development team at the start of last season, and they're training real well in the first team, and just left the development team practice this morning, and there's another couple of kids that could definitely be looked upon moving up. And the development team obviously have the Appalachian League this year, where they get to compete against some top Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 and NAIA programs, and they're super excited for that. So they've been training well. Yeah, probably going to be pretty similar to last year. We know we want to compete at the top of the conference, but every team goes into the conference probably thinking that they want to be the champions, and we're no different. But if we want to be in the top 10%, 15% of the conference and even the nation, then we're going to have to operate in a way that separates us from the rest of the conference. So words are important, and it's important to set goals, but what we do day to day and the work we're willing to put in, that's going to ultimately be seen as how if we achieve our goals or not.